We would never stage something like that.
I felt fine, but I was nervous. Holy crap, you guys got me going.
God, I've said so many dumb things on this podcast.
It'd be hilarious if this cat wins 10 grand.
Mike's cat is the, what is it?
Yeah, America's favorite pet.
You're either the guy that calls the cops or the guy that actually does something about it. You can't be both.
We love using Shopify to make browsing our store as simple as possible. When you shop on CboysTV.com, you are automatically entered for our current giveaway. No extra steps required. Just remember, businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. So guys, do not wait any longer and upgrade your business and get the same checkout that we at CboysTV.com use, and sign up for your $1 per month trial period at Shopify.com/wideopen. And that is all lowercase. Go to Shopify.com/wideopen now to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/wideopen.
Well, have you guys gotten any papers served to you yet?
All for trespassing?
Well, he said he was going to sue us. Or I guess just Dalton.
Just Dalton.
Dalton more specifically.
Yeah, I think we're in the clear.
Anything.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because Dalton was the one pointing the camera at him.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that this morning, CJ. So what's that look like? Somebody has to
Dalton,
serve. If
Dalton
you're
better
getting
get a
sued,
lawyer. That's what it sounds like.
you're getting sued. Somebody has to serve papers.
Can't they do it like really creatively? Like, I feel like they normally don't just like knock on your door. Like, you think it's like somebody delivering flowers or something like that, and then they hand you the thing and go, "You've been served."
Dude, talk about just a switch up. Like, you think somebody's giving you something good, and then you get served with papers.
Dalton's got flowers coming to his house, and then it's papers.
What's the least amount of money that you can sue someone for? I'm not saying sue someone over, but like, if I wanted to sue CJ, what would it cost me out of pocket minimum?
It could drag
I know
on.
it could.
Like, if I went and got a lawyer,
Right.
the lawyers could just run up a bill over the course of 2 years, 3 years. Like, it could just never settle, and then you'd end up just
Throwing in the
spending
towel.
money and time.
Yeah.
And it just, the only real winner would be the lawyers.
It's like all legal jargon too, where like you hop on the phone with them and then they explain to you in legal terms what you're being like, what's going on, and they would basically just like in legal terms do a 45-minute spiel about how they're not they're suing you for anything.
And you just hang up more confused than ever.
Yeah, but you want to get ahead of it in case they do think of something,
right?
So that's what we're here for.
So it's a good thing you called me. Actually, it's a real good thing you called me. That's what they'll say. But so if you guys aren't familiar with what we're talking about, our neighbor threatened to sue Dalton. Actually,
Better not. Dude.
I mean, really, just Dalton's the only one that should be worried. Dalton, he just here trying to do his job, gets fucking sued.
I don't know exactly what it'd be for.
Pointing the camera at him.
The camera at him.
That's not actually against the law.
Which
in
I
Minnesota.
think it is
Yeah,
crazy.
And we blurred his face.
Yeah, we did blur his face, but yeah, it's what one. There has to be one side of consent in Minnesota when there's a camera involved. So like, if it was secretive filming, like if Ken was filming us right now with like Meta glasses on, or let me actually, this will make more sense. If Mike was filming us right now with his Meta glasses on and didn't tell us, and then we said something that we shouldn't have, and Mike posted it.
Yeah.
live stream.
Live streamed
Oh,
it.
he knew we were filming.
Yeah.
That's why he said, put
Right.
the camera down or I'm going to sue you or punch your teeth out.
But moral of the story, we were all pretty surprised to see the comments that maybe thought it was fake.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't
Yeah,
have,
that sucks.
For one, we would never stage something like that. That would be so beyond Cheeto.
And then the cops came, like
Yeah.
the real cops.
Yeah,
came. Like,
Yeah, no, I think that's super illegal.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's that. But moral of the story is we were riding on our neighbor's land a little bit, and boy did he come
On
out
snow.
11 out of 10 mad, swearing up a storm, so angry that we thought he was joking at first, which didn't help the situation.
God, he was
You keep grinning, I'm gonna knock
out.
your teeth out.
I'm not again trying to correct you, but it was really interesting how he threatened without actually legal, like it wasn't a legally binding threat.
Yeah.
He's like, if you keep smirking, you ain't gonna have any teeth left, which is, I think I'm gonna use that line. Not actually, but
Well,
it's
he's
a good
implying.
line. Yeah, he's
I
implying.
gotta give him credit because there's no way he premeditated that. He was
Right.
like, I can't say a threat. He
Yeah.
just got lucky on his wording.
Well,
there.
I mean, that guy's a psychopath when he's good at like dancing around
Yeah,
the laws
threat.
of threatening
Yeah.
people.
I think he just got lucky. You
Yeah.
should have just been like, do it. And then he wouldn't have done shit. Like, you can't threaten to assault somebody and then call the cops. That's like two opposite ends of the spectrum. Like,
Yeah.
you're either the guy that calls the cops or the guy that actually does something about it. You can't be both. So he kind of showed he's just the guy who calls the cops, and it was just weak. But I would be worried because that guy seems like a psycho. I'd be more worried about him fucking shooting you.
That's what I was worried
like
about.
like he's
That's
more
what I was
so-
trying to de-escalate.
He
Dude,
fits
he
that
was
category.
he was so mad. If I would have like fought it with fire at all,
Yeah.
it would have just escalated it. But I thought about
100%.
being like, I know this is gonna help nothing, but you need to relax. You need to chill out here.
That would have went well.
Never
We're leaving. Oh, I'm sorry. What the fuck? He just keep going.
Dude, he
Like,
just kept going, and
Yeah.
I apologized like 5 times and was like, dude, we
get off my property.
won.
Yeah, we're leaving.
We're mostly on ours, and 2, didn't think it was that big of a deal. Thought we were chill. Guess not. And the dude was not gonna back down.
It is interesting too, because he's actually a renter. So like, is it actually his property, like, or would it be more so the guy who owns it?
I need a
his
renter like that, bro, that
Yeah,
cares.
to be barking.
I mean,
that way.
I understand. It doesn't
It'd be
matter
nice,
whether
dude.
he owns or rents it. Like, we shouldn't have been on his snow, basically. And like, I feel like part of the reason why we even kind of circled over there, obviously we were hitting that snowdrift, which was on our land, but there's something about when there's snow covering the ground in Cormorant, it gives you, it's a little different than if it was just grass.
Right.
Like
Yeah, if
you
you're
would
ripping
never
a dirt bike.
you would never circle the dirt bike or a quad on his grass, but something about it being snow, part of the trails around here, you have to go across people's driveways, like kind of through their front lawns. And yeah, like, we weren't trying to cause any damage at all, and
I mean, we weren't.
we didn't.
We didn't.
We didn't at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't want to have a beef with your neighbor.
Yeah, of all people, someone
Like-
that you see every day, pretty
And,
much.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just so.
Also, weird you say that though, because I've never seen the dude in my life. I've actually never laid eyes on that crazy man in all 4 years of him living there.
Yeah, I've seen activity in the yard, I should say.
I had never met him either, but someone had met him when they were riding dirt bikes, and I guess like him and his grandkids, or I didn't really get the story straight, or maybe it was like the mom or the wife.
Yeah,
or
no, I just
they
went.
came and watched or something.
No,
was
so
the
we
story,
were
or
we
what
were
was the deal?
working on the track. We were doing something over there, like on the land, and I just saw like cars out front of their house, and I was just like, it seems like a good time to go and like introduce myself and like get ahead of any problems of like, hey, if you know, if you got any complaints or issues, like,
Just call us, not the cops.
yeah, I'm trying to just be a good neighbor and be like, hey, you know, this is what we're doing, but we're trying to be respectful of, obviously, like when it gets dark out or late at
not
night,
be
you know, not be
noisy.
noisy. And yeah, so I went over there and was just, you know, introduced myself, and his like wife and must have been kids or daughter or
Grandkids,
whatever.
maybe.
Grandkids, yeah, they
Or
were all
something
like,
about
oh,
that
we love it, like, oh, our kids are fans, like it's good entertainment or something like that.
Okay.
So I thought it was chill. And
and
that
I
was like
honestly-
kind of the only interaction that we'd ever had. And
If you would have just came over nice and been like, hey, like, you know, whatever.
Even sternly.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Even
Like, you know,
sternly.
we didn't, and we either way, we said, I'm sorry, you know, like,
Well, yeah, 'cause
we
we've been like-
misunderstanding.
this is a nice guy. Let's be respectful. Now you actually have like a
Yeah.
you know, face to the neighbor or
Or
whatever.
even like so at the end we went and moved the Ken van and the smart car because we were kind of standing over there and we realized like, I mean, it's kind of in their sight. Let's be good neighbors and move this junk, you know, even and let's just say before this whole interaction, this crazy fucking blow up, if they would have just been like, hey, do you guys think you could move this, like, kind of in our, we would have moved it right
Instantly.
then and there, because we're not trying to be bad neighbors. We're not trying to, that's not the thing. But then it's like he comes and he blows up on us, calls the fucking cops, which was, I mean, you know, the cops were like, I mean, yeah, like, you guys can't go on the land, and it seems like you know what you did, so what, like, just don't do that again.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we, obviously at that point we're kind of like, now we got a little bit of a beef. But also, I'd be cool with squashing. Like, if he came over and was like, I'm sorry, I'd be like, dude, it's all good. Like, could be like, he could
Prefer it.
he could even be like, I was having a bad day, and you know, I would say, hey, but you know, we were on your land, and I get it. At the same time, he blew up so much that it then gave us the right to put a little fun
Couple
at
jokes.
him, poke a little fun at him with the sign.
How mad do you think that sign made him?
Oh, I mean, it's gotta. We moved the sign now. It was only up for like
A day.
a day or two, but like I would truly hate to like cause him to be mad every morning when he has to get up and drive and has to see this sign that reminds him.
go
of
about his
blowing up.
life.
You know, like it's not really what I'm trying to do. So
Yeah, and if the family is fans, I feel for them too. Like, you know, whether it was a bad day, whether he's always like that, sucks to, you know,
yeah, I mean,
be on that end of it.
there's one thing for sure: we're never going to step foot on his snow again. or
Yeah, he
his
got
grass
that.
or
He got that
anything.
across.
Like, we fully know better now.
I don't even think I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah,
I
don't
don't
even
even think
fucking
I'm
look
looking
at
that
I
way.
don't even want to. I'm gonna smell
Yeah,
it.
Seriously.
you don't even want to be downwind from it.
Maybe-
And I know we've mentioned this before, but his property is sandwiched between our shop pit bike track and our main track.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Both sides.
Maybe we could build like a wall along the edge, but then make the wall pretty. So like we paint it as if we were never there. There's no motocross track. The sun's shining, and like it's like this blue and really nice,
Yeah, it's
freshly
as if
mowed
you were
grass.
looking through it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So then it's like, and then the wall's tall enough where sound doesn't get past.
Yeah.
Like an interstate barrier.
Yeah, so it's like fucking just like that, but then we paint the insides to make it pretty for them.
Yeah, I
so it's
wonder what
not
they-
like a dark dome.
Wonder if we can get that off of like a government auction, some interstate
A sound
barriers.
wall.
Maybe like make him pay for it too, and
Now you're
Alright,
being a
Ken.
bad neighbor, Ken.
Come
Now
on,
you're being a
Ken.
bad neighbor.
Have you seen where the guy, his HOA, got mad at him for having a boat in his driveway? So he put up a fence, covered the boat, and then painted the boat on the fence. So you just
good.
see the top of the boat, and then the rest of the fence is painted with the rest of the boat on the trailer.
Because
know-
you can have a fence, but you can't have a boat.
Yes.
That's funny.
You can't see your boat from the street, apparently.
Yeah,
I've
they-
seen pages like that, just HOA owners getting owned.
Oh yeah. It's a classic HOA. But you know what they say, you can choose a lot of things in life, but you can't pick your neighbors
Or your family.
or the people that marry into your family.
Sometimes you get lucky, though, It's not all bad.
It's not all bad. It
Very
is,
quiet.
and you can't pick your family either.
That's true.
Like, what if they're weird?
Your family?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like everyone's got like weird family in some way.
I agree. I think it'd be weird if you didn't have.
Yeah,
a
I think
weird
that's
family.
the thing. It's like more weird to have like a totally normal
Totally
family.
It'd be kind of
functioning
boring
family,
too
yeah.
if you had like a super not weird family. I mean,
Depends how weird they are.
yeah.
I feel like there's fun, weird, and weird. Like you guys have a fun, weird family.
Yeah,
like you
it's
got
like-
a lot of things going on over there that are very unique, but they're all good and
Yeah.
fun. You guys have a great time.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean our family's definitely unique. Like our Thanksgivings and Christmas gatherings are really entertaining.
Yeah.
Grandpa Ron's a large reason of that. But yeah, I feel like if you have like beef, like siblings, why is it when you get older, like siblings just like start to beef? Is it because like
But when you say older, like what age are we talking?
I don't know, I feel like it's just like so common for like
I feel like
siblings to have like problems.
Because for me, it was like, let's say 10 years old until 16. We just
No, I don't
fought for
know.
no reason. And then I turned, let's say 18, and I'm like, why do we even dislike each other?
No, I feel like it's like when they're like 50.
Yeah.
And like
Oh.
like they're like
Oh.
more set in their ways.
I have an
I feel
answer
like
for this.
and like I think politics is probably a big
Yep,
reason.
I agree with that.
And I don't know. I mean, you just see
Inheritance.
in money.
Like, I think at that
inheritance.
age, you start like getting where it's like, okay, like eventually we're gonna be inheriting this, and it's like, well, it's not fair if he gets that and that, and like I think that drives a lot of families apart, and like that happens to a lot of people in the area where it's like their parents bought this little lake house in 1970 for $15,000, and now it's worth $2 million, and the family is fighting
It's
over
stuff
it.
like that. When they can't decide what to do.
And then they're like, well, I get this weekend, you get that, and then it just but you're not taking care of as much as me, and like
Yeah,
it
that
happens
makes it-
all the time
Yeah.
around
Yeah,
here.
it's just easy for it to get messy.
Yeah, it
Right.
gets so
well,
messy.
like when my grandpa passed, he has 3 kids. So my dad's went to me and my sister. The other third went to his daughter. The other third went to his son. Like they could not be more opposite in political views, and they don't really get along
But you
that
just
well.
cut it up
There's a
square.
but it was
Yeah.
just money. So
Right.
versus, yeah.
I think that's the
Cabin.
way to do it, though. But obviously, there's situations where it gets more unique.
I'm just glad none of our parents were like, you need to be a chiropractor, and if you're not, we're gonna be sad and disappointed.
Well, they were trying for Ben, but
they
probably
were they were
grade
but
two.
they
well,
were
grade 2, they realized he's having a lot of trouble just reading, writing, math.
let's
we
be
gotta
realistic
transition.
here. We got to look in the mirror and be realistic with
They-
this one.
Yeah, they started getting him in equipment and stuff, like shovels, getting him ready for.
Yeah, let's see how
for
he
life.
does with dirt.
Yeah,
Let's start more
started
basic.
building jumps. They're like, okay, we might be onto
We're
something.
onto
here.
something here.
That's a big thing too of like parent pressure. Like I see that with like friends that parents
think
just like kind of pressure them
doesn't
into
sound
it.
fun.
No,
I feel like it always puts them into a worse situation too, because like they pressure them, and then they end up like kind of going into something that they're just trying to make their parents happy or whatever, and they end up going into something that's maybe not right for them, and then it's like
No, and then
they
really
kind of
happy.
like you take that road, and once you get far enough down the road, you're kind of fucked. I mean, obviously you can always change, and like, but it's like to go back versus if they would have just kind of let them figure it out at age 20.
Yeah, I think we were all super lucky to have like supportive, like they all at least let it happen. They maybe gave us some guidance,
exactly.
which maybe some of it we should have listened to. They were when we were young, and they were like, maybe you guys could swear a little less. And we're like, fuck no, we're gonna keep swearing. We're gonna swear more, Ma. And maybe looking back, maybe they were right about a couple things, but I think them letting us figure it out as we went was good,
because they could have easily put a kibosh to all this and been like, I mean, not really though. At the same time, like I guess like one parent could be like, I don't want you being in the videos, but also like I don't know, we just aren't really like that. We've always just kind of done what we wanted. I feel like I didn't have to ask my parents like, hey, can I drop out of college? It was like I was already paying for it myself. I just one day went over there, dropped out, and pretty soon wasn't going. Oh yeah, no, I don't go to school anymore.
Did you tell them before, or did you drop out and then tell them?
I mean, they was okay. That was kind of that.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, they were like, well, maybe you go back, and I was like, yeah, we'll see.
Maybe.
I
Probably
think that like everyone listening right now has a friend or can think of somebody whose like parents were super, super strict on them, maybe in high school, and then as soon as they like got off the leash, they just went wild, and then they just turned into just absolute idiots.
It's so tough because I think you got to like balance it. Like I get being scared, like what your kid is out doing, and you want to like help, but it comes to a point where if you keep the leash too tight, they run away.
Yeah, and I feel like it's situational though. Some kids are just so dumb. Like, I mean, we're
bad friends.
Dumb.
We're lucky to have dumb, good friends.
Yeah,
we're all dumb. We're doing a lot of stuff we shouldn't have been, but we were on the right track. As David has said, well, these guys aren't doing drugs. As we're like crashing things and wrecking his property and whatnot.
Also, though, we never really caused real problems or trouble. Like, we kind of knew how to get around, and like, yeah, we were doing dumb stuff, but like, it was like, they are somewhat logical at the same time. And like, some people just literally are so dumb. Like they probably do need the guidance, and maybe those guys should listen to their parents. But, there's a fine line. There really is. Like you could be so far left, like doing drugs and shit, and that you're way out of it.
Well, you'd always rather, as like a parent or anyone, you'd rather get a call that your kid's doing shitties in the parking lot than doing drugs in the parking lot.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, the one thing I would say is like, and they do always tell you this in school, parents tell you this, you are who you are with. And so it's like the parents could be really dialed and they're like, what happened? What happened to our kid? You got to look at their friends.
Our friends over at Shopify make online selling easy, but they are not just for online sellers. During events or meetups like Heydays, Shopify helps us safely and quickly do checkouts in person. But if you're like us and you're more focused on the online selling, we love using Shopify to make browsing our store as simple as possible. When you shop on CboysTV.com, you are automatically entered for our current giveaway. No extra steps required. Just remember, businesses that sell more sell on Shopify, especially with Shopify Pay, which can boost conversions by 50%. Shopify is a crucial part of our business, and if you make the switch, you will see just how much your life can improve with Shopify. So guys, do not wait any longer and upgrade your business and get the same checkout that we at CboysTV.com use, and sign up for your $1 per month trial period at Shopify.com/wideopen, and that is all lowercase. Go to Shopify.com/wideopen now to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/wideopen. This podcast is brought to you in part by Stash. With Stash, there's no more confusing, frustrating gatekeeping to keep you from investing. Stash isn't just an investing app, it is a registered investment advisor that combines automated investing with dependable financial strategies to help you reach your goals faster. They'll provide you with personalized advice on what to invest in based on your goals, or if you want to just sit back and watch your money go to work, you can opt into their award-winning expert managed portfolio that picks stocks for you. Stash has helped millions of Americans reach their financial goals, and it starts at just $3 per month. So don't let your savings sit around. Make it work harder for you. Go to get.stash.com/wideopen to see how you can receive $25 towards your first stock purchase and to view important disclosures. That's get.stash.com/wideopen. Paid non-client endorsement, not representative of all clients, and not a guarantee. Investment advisory services offered by Stash Investments LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Investing involves risk, and investments may lose value. Offer is subject to terms and conditions.
And I'm not saying you can't. You can't just be like, you can't hang out with them. You can't hang out with them. You can try, but it's like you almost want the kid to realize it. Like if they're hanging out with shady, whatever people, they're gonna be like that to an extent, at least.
Also, if you tell someone you can't do this, it just makes them want to do it more. But
A lot of times,
dude, speaking of the shitties in the parking lot, imagine when we have kids, like they're gonna be doing shit like that for sure. Because I'm sure they'll be able to go back and watch the videos, or who knows, we'll probably still be making videos.
They'll be like,
I don't
look,
know
it worked
about
for you.
making videos when they're driving. I mean, it's 16 years, so. But yeah, you're gonna have to be like, you can't do that, like, you know. Like,
It's
but,
gonna
like,
be tough because they're like, what do you
I
mean?
understand why you did it, but like, you can't do it there. You got to do it in better spots, spots where you're not gonna get caught.
I think that is like just part of parenting, though, where you just try and teach your kid to not be a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Like you said, like some kids are just so stupid.
Yeah.
Like maybe focus less on like be such a strict
tell them
parent
what to do
and telling them what to do.
Teach them how to navigate.
Yeah, that's much more important. Like making them, I guess, smarter,
Fucking
street
think
smarter.
straight. Think straight.
It's funny. You can tell that kids are on our brain now that Justin and Megan had their
Right.
baby. I'll let them. He can be the one to debut that to the world. I don't think he has yet, but I mean,
No, he did. He
Oh, he
posted
did?
about it this
They
morning.
just
Okay.
posted it, yeah.
But yeah, it's funny. You can tell we're all thinking about the future and stuff like that. Have you guys seen those videos that like Mr. Beast does where he says like hi me in 5 years and hi me in 10 years? I feel like we should do one of those.
Yeah, I'd love
Like
to.
I think about that
We
a
should
lot
do one
with,
today.
with things that we do year by year, even the way that we just talked about parenting. But none of us are parents. We don't know shit.
Right.
We have an idea of what we think's good. But like it'd be really interesting. It will be really interesting when we have a 10-year-old and we're going back. And you could come back and listen to this moment and be like, fuck, did we think we knew it all?
No, I know.
And we
That is
don't
the
know
thing.
anything.
And that's why I think about that too. Of like, God, I should really just say less because I'm gonna look back in the future and just be like, man, you were dumb.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think that's part of growing, I
Yeah.
guess.
And also, like, I think that too. I'm like, God, I said so many dumb things on this podcast, and like things I don't really agree with now that I said 3 years ago or whatever. But also, that's just kind of part of growing, and then also having to be in the public eye,
Part of
like
changing.
us, you know, like
Yeah.
it's our job to do this, and like you're gonna change with time, and then not agree with certain things, but. You can't hold something to me I said 2 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
don't hold me to it. Cause
Yeah, it's like thinking out loud. A lot of times, like we're kind of working out, like on this podcast, what we're thinking, and maybe we haven't worked it through entirely before going public with it yet.
or it hasn't played out enough where now it's like, okay,
Part of the
yeah,
beauty
you
of
don't
it.
want to do that.
Yeah,
or
so I mean,
whatever.
for a lot of people, you know, you might be saying shit, but you're saying it to your closest homies, and it really doesn't go much farther than that, and they can't really hold you to it because there wasn't like video evidence of like, didn't you say this?
Right.
But on this, it's like, no, you said this, and to be exact, you said it word for word like this.
Yeah.
It's like,
You can fucking play it back to you.
I think about that like as someone who does, like, you know, we do it, so we know that it's on there forever. But I don't think about it like that. I'd hate to call the podcast disposable because it's not that. I want what we say to have value and to last and be worth listening to 2 years. But I also completely agree. Like, not just for us, for anyone. If you said it 5 years ago, I'm not gonna hold you to
Yeah,
that.
You grow, you change,
But
you
like,
learn.
I would say most people do. I mean, they'll like,
Yeah.
you've seen it. They'll like, yeah, they said that. That was 8 years ago. They said that. We can still cancel them.
I
Yeah.
mean, some
Like-
stuff though, like you can hold. Like some
Yeah,
stuff
some
holds up.
stuff,
Like
yeah.
some stuff that we said 2 years ago was really good, and other stuff not. So like
Right.
it's a subjective matter.
Ryan, when you say like making a video for ourselves in the future, I think about even a week ago.
Oh yeah, dude.
If I were to like look back on a video a week ago, I might have been in a much better mood, a better state of mind. A lot of things have happened in the last 7 days that hadn't happened at that point, and be like, you know, this is what's going on right now, and you can put it into perspective of like, oh, you were like really happy. That was before like all these things
Before
happened.
the bad thing or the good thing.
But then look at it like, as what happened really matter? Like in the last week, like in the scale of things, like why don't you just go back to having a good attitude or being in a good mood like you were a week ago from that video?
It's so true. Thinking like macro versus micro, I believe that's the term. Like when you look at events really close, they all seem really big, but you can, and at the end of the year, it's so easy to look back at your year of things that we did and you go, oh, look at all those cool things. But you forget about all the little bad things.
You do.
And then you get at the start of the year, now we only have 60 days to look back on. And you go, all right, look at all the good things, but all those bad things seem like they're still close behind you.
Right.
And there's all this future out there where you still got to do the good things that sometimes it becomes difficult.
And it's something about like a year end, like just a cap on the top of the marker that is just like, all right, that's that year. There
Yep.
it is. And then you
Yeah.
look back at it. But like at the beginning of the year, when you're thinking about like the future, maybe it seems
It's
like
you got to do it
a
all
lot,
over
yeah,
again.
a lot
You gotta do it all
scarier.
over
Yeah.
again. It's like you
I
got
feel
so
that. I
much to
feel
do.
that for sure.
And I think it's unfortunate the business world trains you to think like that. You know, like a real philosophical person or a nomadic person, they're like, time is just a social construct.
Yeah, it is.
You know, which it is to an extent, but like if you're not a business owner, then maybe it's a lot easier to think like that. You know,
Which even with life, you
yeah.
know,
Yeah,
school
right,
ending,
right.
holidays,
Yeah.
shit like that. Like
Yeah,
just
exactly.
life has cycles. Winter.
it's hilarious. We like think now in like Q1, Q2. All right, what's our Q3 looking like?
Well, I think we just have like so
No.
many plans. Like we have to be like planned
Well,
out.
that
of, like,
too, but
what we're doing for the next 6 months, just because of like our schedule, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels so like monotonous. Is that the word?
Mhm.
Like when we're sitting here looking like, okay, so for Q3 and then the end of the year, this year, like I'm like, geez Louise, then we're already at the beginning and we're doing this all over again. Like it gets to be like a lot.
On
It
the,
just feels like it never ends. And it's
on the
like,
hamster wheel.
yeah, it's just like this hamster wheel of like different things, but like the same grind almost.
Yeah, so Ryan, I guess going back to like the video aspect of it, like looking back at it, like if you were having a bad day and you look back and you're like, oh man, you were pretty miserable back then, but it was maybe just a bad
Just
day.
one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about that a lot. That was like my New Year's resolution, was trying to enjoy, when CJ said about like, oh yeah, it seems like you just skip through all these things. So try to enjoy the little moments, enjoy the little things. God, that's got to be up there on top 10 lamest New Year's resolutions ever. But it was just like enjoy the process of it all. I was thinking about that today. Actually, I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna take my vet out on the road, and it's 20 degrees. The tires aren't supposed to be below 45. There's salt on the road. There's icy patches. Like by many people's standards, it would be a bad idea.
Yeah. I would go as far to say it's probably a bad idea, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'd do it, dude. If I had a sports car, I would have it out right now.
And that's what I was thinking. Just like looking back on the last time, I feel like I have lived so much trying to not make any mistakes that I kind of missed out on the whole point of it. Like if I couldn't drive it this summer, if something happened, the road disappeared, or I'd be like, damn, I really wish I would have gotten that moment. It doesn't mean be an idiot, but I'm like, fuck, I should try to
I'm
make a
telling you.
mistake that's okay.
You can drive that thing with the salt, with
Yeah,
the
it doesn't matter.
rain, with a little bit of gravel. It's not going to cause that much damage, and the next guy won't care and won't even notice.
I ain't gonna tell him.
Well, they just won't, dude.
No, you're
like,
right.
I mean,
You're
most
Yeah,
of
it
these,
makes no difference.
dude, like most of these like supercars too, people don't even fucking look at them before they buy them. They call, like you can kind of just tell, and they just. I don't
think
know.
when
The
you
guys
brought-
that buy these things don't really even
Yeah.
test drive
When
or
you
anything.
guys said
It's
that
like
about
they
the-
decide they want it, and they have it at their house a week later after they wired the cash.
I was
Like,
telling Dalton that. I said it's way harder to sell your Subaru than it is to sell a
Yeah.
Ben's Lamborghini. I go,
Yeah.
Ben's Lamborghini, the guy just wired the money and it showed up at his door.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Dalton
not
had every guy
nitpicking it.
going,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, well this
There's a little
boost
crack-
tube isn't the same color as the other one. It's
Yeah.
slightly faded red. What's up with that? You know,
And then they're like, can you take off $2,000?
which
for
is
the-"
a large percentage
Yeah.
of the price.
Exactly. Dude, I have a love-hate relationship with that too, because we were out in the field the other day. I got my Bronco stuck pulling the sorry sign out there. And then I was like, well, it's already dirty now. Might as well just go hoon it. And I'm hauling ass through the puddle, just having the time of my life. But then I get back to the shop. The power wash sucks. Whatever. Everyone knows about that. The fender is like half off. I had to like pop
Kinda
that
blew it
back
out?
on.
Yeah.
The the carbon fiber thing I put on has like 3 cracks in it. I don't know.
That
how
really
happened.
sucks.
That sucks. But then I'm just like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Because when I was doing it, I was like, I'm not even hurting this thing one bit. I'm having so much fun.
Yeah,
And then
that is pretty
I
whack.
regretted. Yeah.
Well, it's because we were hitting that puddle at like 60 miles an hour. Like
Yeah,
we were
it was
ripping
epic.
into it. So like the water just pushed
You
your
guys
fender
never
out.
saw that,
I
did
didn't.
you?
I
Yeah, play it. It was
Bro,
freaking fun.
It's pretty epic, actually.
I took mine down because I'm gonna try to lemon my Hummer, so I took it off Instagram.
Oh, I was wondering what happened there.
I just never posted mine because that was a rental car, and I was like, don't want anyone seeing that.
Ken,
Dude,
what
I
a-
forgot
what a
that
change
Ken-
of heart, Ken.
Yeah, I still did it, but it's not like I'm gonna publicly like, oh, look what I did with this rental car.
Yeah,
Aren't
I
you
thought
on
you were the
record?
rental abuser.
Yeah, aren't you on record saying the fastest car is a rental car?
It is. It always is.
That was actually
Dude,
sick.
We were hauling
You really
into it.
were going fast.
Mike, you hit that like
Yeah,
Ryan
like
was
maybe-
absolutely cooking when he did that, and you were
Yeah,
that's just as fast, if not faster.
maybe a little too fast.
Ken, I feel like we didn't take advantage of you having your rental Cybertruck.
He was whipping it a little, but
That's so sweet.
all the
These are the
ice.
best. These are
That's
the best
what
shots I've
happened,
seen of
Mike.
it.
yeah, the
Fucking
ice.
ice blew into it.
Yeah,
So much
I agree.
velocity.
Ryan was. Yeah, it was super fun, but stuff like that,
Hummer.
regrettable.
Hummer.
Just
Hummer's pretty
humming.
Sick.
I should have hit it over there, but it was tough because those cars were in the middle.
Good times.
Was Dalton doing it in my Raptor?
no, yeah, actually, he was
No.
pretty courteous. I said, "Dude, like Dalton, let's go. It's so fun. Rip it." And he laughs at me. He's like, "I'm not ripping my boss's truck through the puddle." And I'm like,
Thank God
he-
one of
he
the
is
guys
really-
here has a
Yeah.
brain cell.
yeah,
You just idled through it. You didn't like.
yeah,
hit
he didn't
it,
do
but-
anything.
He
but,
is considerate when he drives any of our vehicles. Like,
Yeah.
you know it's in good hands.
I guess I asked because he spent like 3 hours cleaning my truck that night. I didn't.
Well,
I didn't ask him to.
that's what I
didn't,
thought was-
like.
He just likes doing
Yeah, he was
that,
just
dude.
cleaning
it.
enjoys
But he,
doing
um,
that.
So I was like, "What? What are you hiding from me right now?"
Right. So I said the same
You
thing. He's
hiding.
like detailing the crap out of it. I'm like, at this rate, you should have taken it through the puddle.
That's what I thought.
And
I
then-
thought that he was like hooning it.
It was out and about there, but I mean, no, he wasn't.
He
at
wouldn't
all.
even
I don't
take-
even think he went over 10 miles an hour.
Wouldn't have been the first time someone around here beat
Yep.
the shit out of your
Yeah,
truck.
my
It's
my
like the town
Raptor's
bike.
It really is. My Raptor's kind of just been just hoed around, honestly.
Hold around.
Yeah. I mean, Ken knows how that
It has-
feels.
Well, I mean,
dude.
it was my Raptor last
Yeah.
year, and now it's your Raptor, so
Yeah.
it kind of just
Yeah.
like kind of gets passed around a little bit.
Yeah, one of our warehouse guys is driving it right now. He's like
Oh, yeah.
delivering furniture for one of his buddies.
What
Dude,
the fuck?
everyone just
Argu-
hops in that thing. Like, I need a
arguably
truck.
the worst driver.
Yeah,
that we
after
employ.
2 weeks ago, he put it in the ditch.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How do you fucking put the thing in the ditch?
that's a good question. I think he was on his phone.
It
But
was.
still,
it was like
when you're
right
on your
up.
phone, how do you manage to put it in the ditch? I
No,
don't
I
know.
don't know.
Just
Like,
unintentionally swerve in there.
that's pretty dangerous, dude.
Yeah,
You should not be on your phone driving.
yeah.
You should be on your fidget spinner.
You should be on your exactly right, Ryan.
Spin it.
It was nice
Bring
to see
back
you back.
fidget spinners. Yeah, I hadn't drove my Raptor in like 2 months, and so I got back in it the other day, and I was like, my fidget spinner. Started spinning that thing just right away. Didn't even have an urge to grab a phone. If you're bad at texting and driving, just get a fidget spinner.
And not bad at the skill, bad at doing it.
Bad at doing it, right?
But maybe if you're bad at it as well,
You
the
shouldn't
skill.
do it.
We should. Can we get fidget spinners? Can we bring them back?
Yeah,
That'd
I'd
be
like to sell them.
I bet we could get fidget spinners very easily.
Yeah, we should do
Branded,
that.
sick custom ones.
We should do that for sure.
People would buy those for sure.
Didn't Tanner Fox make like $20 million off
Yeah.
of pop sockets?
Pop sockets, fidget spinners.
Spinners back in
Dude,
like
he-
the day. I don't know if it
he
was
made
20
like
mil, but it was
multiple
a lot.
videos alone just on fidget spinners.
Dude, that was
which
just
I
such a different time.
shamelessly watched. Just an air compressor to a fidget spinner until it blows up.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Still pretty good.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a pretty good concept. We should sell fidget spinners.
We
Imagine.
might have missed the train, but I'm still
Yeah,
down.
we
Just like 7 years
order
too late.
like 100,000 fidget spinners and we sell like 35 of them. We're like, oh
Yeah,
shit!
100,000. Jeez.
I thought people were making millions off these things.
To switch gears a little bit, we have our friend Angela in the audience, and she's here to help us with a little prank that I set up. I put out on our story, our Life Wide Open Podcast Instagram story, and I said, give me your friend's name and number and a reason that we should prank them. And I feel like guys love pranking their friends more than anything in the entire world.
Best.
We have like 100,000 people that follow us over there, 150. I bet we got 5,000 DMs. All I did was just scroll through some of the most appalling pranks that I've ever read in my life. The amount of guys that said, call my buddy and say that his girlfriend is pregnant Hundreds.
Would
That
you say
might
that
be a safety concern for us?
most of the responses you got, did they give reasons?
A lot of people gave great reasons.
Yeah, I saw got a few that were just like, you should prank call my friend. And then I'm like,
there was some of
give
that
me a
too.
reason. Mostly because we're all right at improv. You guys are pretty good at it. But having the reason always, it makes it one,
Way
easier,
easier.
and two, juicier.
Yeah.
Because you know something personal about them or something.
Man, I love this idea, and I love that there's so many savage friends out there. In our situation, like we just do these things. Like we
Yeah, this
we
is
just
fun.
like go forward with the actual prank itself. So like I'm glad that we're able to be like an outlet,
Facilitator.
a facilitator for friends that want to be really savage. I think it's a great
It's
idea.
gonna be funny.
Should we prank one of our friends first?
I think we got to start with Gavin.
I think we do too.
I think we got to start with Gavin. So we have our friend Angela here. Angela is going to act as if she's working for the North Dakota Department of Health. And she's going to be informing Gavin that he may have contracted an STD from a previous partner.
I think you go with two of them: gonorrhea and syphilis.
Oof.
Is
Two?
that the preference?
I'd say, yeah. That
Gonorrhea
sounds
and
pretty
syphilis,
bad.
yeah.
That sounds bad. Just be like,
Nasty.
Do whatever your heart desires. Just really get them going. I
Yeah.
just feel like Gavin's the best guy to prank because he's gonna be like, oh no.
Yeah, he wears his emotions on his
Sleeve?
shoulder, one of the two, probably both of them for Gavin. So yeah, I think he'll give a pretty good reaction.
also, he's a single guy, and like he spends a lot of time up here, so it is believable. He's gonna be like, oh fuck.
I'm ready.
Okay, we accidentally
ready.
expose him.
Ready.
End it with the
Say hi to my son quick.
Yeah. Also, I hate to do this, but
Is this Gavin Carlson from Shred 80?
Yeah.
That's
Oh
happening.
yeah, yes it is actually.
And-
oh my kids are huge fans. Huge fans. I know this is kind of awkward. I mean, weird.
That
but
is the cherry.
when she
on
does
top.
that,
It'll
then
be
put
so
me
weird.
on, and
100%.
I'll act as if your son, and then I'll mess with him a little bit.
Oh my
Got it.
gosh.
Hello?
Good afternoon. Is this Gavin?
Who's this?
Is this Gavin Carlson? Gavin, my name is Rita, and I work with the Minnesota State Department of Health. Do you have a moment? Say, this is an urgent matter. Do you have a moment, Gavin?
No, sorry, you're breaking up. What is this about?
My name is Rita, and I work with the Minnesota State Department of Health. We are attempting to control the spread of a sexually transmitted disease in our area. Your name has been given to us from several individuals as we've been conducting interviews of sexual activity. I need to ask you a few questions. Can you please inform me of your last 60 days of sexual activity?
He just hung up.
I think you call him back again and say that just one individual though. Don't say several.
Got it.
But that was really good. That
That
was
was
really good.
perfect.
I think
Oh
call
my
him
gosh.
back. Call him
All
back. He's like, fuck.
Now he's on the run. He's on the run.
I'm like, what
He's master at
All right,
women
let's
right
call
now.
him.
Gavin, hi, this is Rita calling back. I must have lost you there. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Wonderful. Do you have a moment so I can ask you a few questions?
What is this about?
It's a sexually transmitted disease that's spreading in our area, and we've been given your name as someone who's potentially been infected.
Okay.
So I just need to know a few things. Firstly,
What do you need to know?
have you noticed any abnormalities in your genital area as far as lesions, burning while you urinate, itchy, irritation, anything like that?
No.
No. Okay, good. Good. That's good. Have you been with anyone who which you share a direct relation with in the last 30 days?
No.
Okay. Have you engaged in any fellatio or cunnilingus in the last 30 days in the state of Minnesota?
No.
Okay. That does not eliminate you from the propensity to have this disease. We are also working with the Colorado State Department of Health, so they may be contacting you as well.
What's the disease?
It is herpes with
Okay.
a potential for also gonorrhea. There's several different cases here we're working on. We're just trying to narrow it down right now.
Okay.
Okay, so just keep your phone on you so that the Colorado State Department of Health can also reach you. And I do have one more question here. This is a little
What is
bit
it?
awkward because, the context of the conversation is a little bit uncomfortable. So bear with me here. But Is this Gavin Carlson from Shred 80?
No.
Oh, this isn't
Well,
Three
you
Wheeler
can't be
Gavin? Is that you? Okay. My son's just a huge fan of his, so I thought if you were him, I wanted you to say hi to him quick. He's at work with me. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Sorry. Bye.
Bye.
He couldn't get off the phone quick enough. No. This is not Gavin Carlson from Shred 80.
That's not me. Okay, bye.
I feel like we should call him back now on our number.
Here,
Yeah.
I'll
The
call him.
level-
No,
of
let him
discomfort.
sit. Let him
Oh
sit.
my
for a second.
gosh, dude.
Let him
He's
sit.
gonna be tweaking.
Oh my gosh,
Dude, he's probably like, fuck.
You know he might
sweating.
be calling anybody who might
No,
need
that's
to
not
know.
me. Bye.
That was so good, Angela.
Oh
That
my
was
God.
so
We're
good. He was trying to play dumb and nope.
You had me convinced.
That was so good.
I stammered a little. I'm glad
That
I
was
pulled
great.
it off.
That was great.
Great.
Oh man, the
gosh.
best part was the my son's a fan. No.
Oh, you
This
don't
is
want
not
to
Gavin.
Oh, this isn't three-wheeler Gavin? No. First time that he's ever not claimed being a three-wheeler guy.
Oh,
Good job, Angela. Good job. That was
Yeah.
great.
nice. I feel like we should call him and just see
Should
what he
I
says.
call him and just be like, dude, I just got a call from
Oh man, we continue to mess
the
with him.
Department of
I
Health.
think you say this girl like a girl's name,
I wish Evan was
but
here.
we'll just beep it, and then it makes it more believable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I'll text him and just be like, yo, I just got a call. Can I call you for a sec?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Should,
I'll just call him and just be like, yo, I just got a call from the...
Minnesota State Department of Health.
Should I just say that and then just be like, what was that about? And
Yeah,
see if he
what
tells
says.
us?
Yeah.
Okay. What the heck, bro? Heck.
What up?
Did you just what? What's up? No, I just got a weird phone call from freaking some lady in Minnesota, and it was weird. I was actually going to call you and tell you I got a weird call.
Bro, I literally just got the same call, and she was asking
Oh.
for your contact. What was that about?
I don't know. She was just asked. Like, I didn't even think it was like a real lady, and then she was freaking about sexual disease, STD or something. I don't know. It was weird.
Regarding what?
But then just asking if I'd hooked up with anybody in the last 30 days in Minnesota and stuff like that.
In
And
the
it was well over 2 months ago that I hooked up. I used the condom, and I felt fine.
So what'd she say?
She just asked a couple questions, and then she's like, okay. And then she ended it so weird with saying, oh, and then can I have you just say hi to my son? I was like, dude, that's kind of inappropriate. And then I just hung up after that. She's like, are you three-wheeler Gavin?
Oh,
So she just
seriously?
wanted me to say, yeah,
Shut up.
yes.
What?
What is right, bro?
So...
It was so weird.
Because, yeah.
I just said no. I just said no, and I didn't say hi to him. I was like, no, I gotta go.
Oh, that was kind of a dick move.
What the frig? It was a weird situation, bro.
So, yeah, she called me and was like, hi, so we've been contacted by someone that, tested positive for, I don't even know what she said, gonorrhea maybe. And
Yeah,
is that bad?
I don't think gonorrhea is that bad, but like I said, I used a condom.
Is it not bad?
Gonorrhea is bad, but I don't know what. I don't think I have gonorrhea.
What do you mean you don't think?
I guarantee I don't. I think I would feel some type of weird way. I think my pee would burn. I feel 100% normal.
Itchy?
No itchy at all.
Warts?
Nothing. Are you playing a prank now?
No. I'm just asking because she just called me. She called me and was like, somebody tested positive, and they had told me that they were like hooking up with someone that was coming to film with you. So she had my contact information, and I was like, okay, well, yeah. I mean, it was probably so. She was asking if I could connect her with you.
Why would she not have already had my number? Like, why would she know my name and stuff? I don't know why. That doesn't
Well,
make sense.
I gave it to her.
Okay.
I mean, are you in trouble or what?
No, why would I be in any trouble? What are you talking about?
Why you sound so nervous then?
You're making me nervous. What the freak, dude? You just gave her my number, and it didn't even look official or anything. I don't even know why I answered and talked to her.
What'd she say?
Okay, it was the stupidest thing ever. What?
Okay. I can't. Are you messing with me?
No, are you messing with me?
No, go into depth. Like, what did she say?
She just said she worked with the Minnesota State Department of Health, so that made it sound official. It was just weird as freak, though.
Have you got checked lately?
No.
What about
Are you
that?
being dead ass or are you messing with me?
Well, have you gotten checked? Are you?
No, I don't ever I've never gotten checked. No.
Well, that might be a problem, bro.
Bro, for what? I told you I used a condom.
What about that other chick that you were telling me about?
Dude, blowjobs? What about, I'm not freaking raw dogging chicks though. I hate you guys. You guys are the worst. You guys are all so stupid. That's not even fun, bro.
How nervous were you, Gavin?
Gavin, hi,
Dude,
it's me.
my heart
It's
was
Rita.
pounding. I did not like that. What the hell, you guys?
Here, Gavin, I got Rita on the phone here.
Gavin,
No,
hi,
freak
it's
you.
me, Rita.
No, I hate that.
I'm gonna
Rita.
ask you to go ahead and pursue the use of Saran wrap full body and go get tested, Gavin.
Gavin, you're an asshole, dude. You wouldn't say hi to her son?
Bro, it did not feel like the right circumstances to say hi to her son.
Hey, what's up, dude? It's me, Three-Wheeler Gav.
Gav, we said that was the only time you've ever not claimed to be three-wheeler Gav.
Now you'll be gonorrhea, Gav.
Dude, I was just watching the new video, literally about to comment, and then I got that freaking phone call. Scared the shit out of me. The new video was beautiful, though. I was laughing my ass off.
Thanks,
that was
bro.
so
Man,
good.
Appreciate
bro.
that,
Your
dude.
Finland vids have been awesome, too. Or Iceland.
You're awesome.
Yeah, dude, you're the man.
You guys are awesome. Oh, my gosh. You guys, what was the point of that? You guys scared the shit out of me.
How
Yeah,
nervous were
that
you?
was the point.
How hard was your heart
Okay.
beating?
It's beating really hard right now, even, man.
Was
You
that
guys got me really good.
That a pretty good rush compared to normal?
That was a decent one for sure. I was like, what the hell? Especially because it was like weird because I was hooking up with a chick last night. So I was like, what the heck is going on?
You're like, fuck, I just spread more. Were you thinking about calling these girls or what?
I didn't know what to do, man. I felt fine, but I was nervous. Holy crap, you guys got me going.
God, you're the man.
Oh, yeah.
you
That
guys
was
are
funny.
awesome.
Sorry about that, bro. Well, just say hi to the podcast, and we'll talk
What's
to
up,
you later.
bud? Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace
Everyone
out.
go
Later,
subscribe
bro.
to Shred 80.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Oh,
a
that was
success.
perfect.
That was so
That was
good.
perfect.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we're a condom. That was so good. All
That was
right,
fun.
Angela, thank you. That was amazing.
Absolutely, anytime.
Good job.
That was
Angela.
actually you sounded like a
perfect.
telemarketer.
Yeah.
there.
That was perfect.
Thank
Like I started having
Thank
PTSD.
you.
Super professional. It was almost too
PSA,
professional.
everybody
I thought
get
he was gonna hang
tested.
up.
Especially Gavin. He
Honestly.
said that he never had been. So
Yeah, he probably
now's as
should.
good a time as any.
Probably should go get checked.
Now he's gonna be like hyper analyzing everything.
He's gonna go to the bathroom and be like, man, maybe he does pee.
How many times have we fucking pranked that guy?
So many, dude. It's just
too
just
easy.
always
It's
good.
like fucking taking candy from a
Well, it's
baby.
like I thought he was on to me, and then I just played dumb for like what half a second there, and then he just fell right back into it.
Sucked him back in.
Okay, so we got a couple other subscribers that sent us in messages from their friends. So I think we go ahead and give a couple of them a call here. I think first and foremost we got to do Camden.
All right, so the DM I got was from his buddy, and he said that they were in this restaurant called the Taco King, which is apparently their favorite restaurant in town, and he and his ex-girlfriend got in a really big fight, and apparently he's been worried he's going to get banned from the Taco King because it was such a big blow-up.
That's a pretty big blowout.
That's what he's worried about.
Yeah, I
So
guess
what?
so.
I mean, you could be like the manager there, or
I think
some
we go
worker
down the
there.
route of like, this is the general manager of the Taco King that he was at, and like we're gonna have to ask you, you're banned from the property and every entity that is owned under the, like we got to come up with a name like a taco umbrella and say like Taco Bell, Taco John's, Taco King, Del Taco, all those are owned by the same place.
Tacos R Us Holdings.
Yep, something like that. So like you're not allowed on any of those properties for a year. And he's like, oh, okay. Yeah, so like basically any like taco place just stay clear of. And then just you're going to have to make tacos from home from now on or something like that.
I love
It'd
it.
be kind of funny.
Do you want to run it?
I kind of want to take the Tinder one,
Okay, I like that.
but I think that's how we do the taco one unless you guys got any ideas.
No, I love that.
Sounds good to me. I mean, I'll call him.
Perfect.
Is our mics off?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
All right, so the next guy we're calling, his name is Ben, and apparently he just downloaded Tinder, He's been going ham on it.
Okay.
So we're gonna
Just swiping.
just swiping away. So
With
we're gonna
pretty
rile
high
him up.
success rate.
Or should I go like you've reached past the swipe right limit? And
No,
you're
that just pops
actually-
up on your screen.
Oh, does it? Okay. I don't
No,
know.
I like what you have. That's creative. All right, I'm calling him.
Hello? Hello? Is this Ben?
Yeah.
Hey Ben. Connor over at Tinder, data analytics. How you doing?
Yeah. Good.
Good. Yeah, so we are running some numbers and your account popped up in the 99.9 percentile of swipe rights by female users.
Oh.
So that's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. So anyways, we're trying to collect data and information just to help other guys, get some swipe rights and get some chicks basically. And my job is to fuck. Is that bad?
No, I thought you were doing. You're on the right track
I
here.
thought it was good. Yeah, he just sniffed
Not
it out.
behind it.
All right, the next one is Sam. Apparently, his friend said that he has a lot of cows and that the cows typically get out of the fence. I thought it was kind of a dick move to call a guy and say that his cows were out when they aren't actually out. So I think I'm going to try to maybe make it. I'm going to try to push the limits on believability here and see what we can get.
You doing this one, Ryan?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
It's so fucking hard to get someone on the phone these days.
I wonder if we
Ideally,
could call
like-
my brother. He'd probably fucking fall into it.
Yeah, he
Because
probably
he's
would.
having this whole issue with his truck right now. Because like this guy's had his truck for like 6 months saying he's gonna put this turbo on,
just a
and he
one-man-
hasn't done
is it a one-man
anything.
shop?
So-
What?
So-
Yeah, he hasn't done anything.
we
He
could-
hasn't been able to get his truck. It's in Wisconsin.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's it's kind of like almost. I don't know what's going on.
Supposedly,
You could
he,
get the name of
he
the
said it's
shop.
going to be done next week.
Yeah, he's been saying that for months. I don't know if the guys.
tell him that it's not even close to done.
Yeah, we could fuck with him, but like the problem is that's like a real possibility right now.
Well, I think a couple
believe it.
last month or 2 months ago, he was like gonna go down there to try and pick it up, and then they hadn't even touched it yet.
Yeah, that's crazy. We could call him and mess with him.
Yeah.
He'd probably answer.
Yeah.
What do we say?
I think you gotta be
just
calling
need-
from the shop.
Just need the name
Calling
of the
from the shop.
or calling on behalf of the shop.
We could say we're putting a different motor in or something. So we're halfway
the good
through.
news is-
we're
Hey,
halfway through putting.
it's
the,
No, like hey, your truck. We had your truck on the lift, and then the lift broke and it just fell off.
Fuck.
That's pretty funny.
yeah,
that's pretty good.
All right.
Just-
And then I think just be like, yeah, so like you got insurance on this thing, right? And then he'll be like, yeah, and then be like, well, maybe this is a good opportunity to get an actual real Cummins because he's got a Nissan with a Cummins motor in it,
Yep.
like a Nissan truck with a diesel Cummins motor, which is actually pretty crazy. I didn't know they made those until he got it, which is cool. But then I'd be a little funny jab, like
All right, yeah, I'll call him.
he's getting a new turbo put on.
Hello?
What's up, man? Is this Jake?
Yeah.
What's up, Jake? Hey, bro. I hate to be the one giving you this news, but we just had your truck up on the lift. We just started working on it, and it fell off, and it fell onto the passenger door.
You're serious?
Yeah.
Could you guys possibly send me some photos of it, per chance?
It's bad, man.
Really?
Yeah. So anyway, I was kind of put on the job of letting you know that it's probably totaled. And yeah, I don't know what you're going to want to do about it, but do you have insurance?
Yeah, I got it fully covered, so.
Yeah, you need to get it out of the shop.
Okay. All right, well, when would you want it out?
I mean, it's really holding up production. Can you do today?
could see. I mean, I'm 8 hours away. I could see what I can do.
You might want to call a tow truck.
Okay. Let me go with my buddy that's got a trailer, and I'll see what we can do.
This probably isn't the time to tell you this, man, but it might be honestly, it might be for the greater good.
And why is that?
I mean, it might be just time to get a real Cummins.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, well, let me make some phone calls then, and I can see what I can do.
How about a Jeep? You seem like a Jeep guy. Yeah.
I had one before. I don't think I can go back to a Jeep again.
Why is that?
I don't know. Just wasn't a fan of it. Thing didn't last very long.
Corolla.
I could fuck around with a Corolla.
Civic.
But you're for real. Like, you're for real off the left.
Yes.
Okay, let me make some phone calls. I can see what I can do.
Are these... How heavy are these wheels?
Like, what do you mean, my stock wheels?
Yeah.
Not very heavy.
I think that's probably why it fell off the lift, so we're not liable for it.
Even though they're OEM wheels.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't tell you to put the OEM wheels back on it.
Nah, you guys gotta be fucking with me.
Why?
Like, you can't be serious.
Is this funny?
No, I don't find this fucking funny.
Why would we find this funny?
I don't know. That seems like a pretty ridiculous fucking thing to say. Like, oh, we're not liable for because of your fucking wheels?
Yeah, I mean, we're running a professional shop here.
Uh-huh.
And, dude, we told you this from the get-go. Like, we don't feel comfortable working on a Nissan truck.
Nobody told me that from the get-go,
Well,
bro.
I feel like you could tell when you walked in. Like, nobody said that?
Nobody said that to me. I was there with Andrew himself, and he never said a word about that.
But was he making, like, kind of comments about it?
No. Not a single comment was made.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And you thought that was a good idea?
Thought what was a good idea?
To buy
I don't know.
To buy a Nissan truck.
I brought my truck to a shop that offered a service for a Nissan Titan pickup.
Dude, just because we said that doesn't mean that we actually do that.
Oh my god!
Like, did you ask if like we'd ever worked on one?
Andrew said he worked on his own himself.
Oh, dude, he lied.
He lied.
Yeah, we let Andrew go.
So he's not the owner of the business then?
No. He said that?
Yes.
You didn't pay for anything yet, did you?
Things paid in full.
You paid Andrew in full?
Uh-huh.
Are you serious?
Dead ass.
Andrew just walked in. Hold on. Andrew. This dude just paid you. He paid you in full? Yeah, I'm going to let him know. I'll let him know. Hey, Andrew wants to talk to you here.
Hello?
Hello?
You never paid me.
I have. What the fuck? I have the receipt of the $6,000. What do you mean? I never paid you.
I didn't get the money.
I have the receipt with your name on it and everything. So
I don't know why you told him that I said I know how to work on Nissan trucks.
Oh my god.
This was our first time.
Oh my god.
And you still owe us half the bill because we've had your truck. We've been warehousing it this whole time. It's taking up shop space.
I don't know nobody's shit, bro. This is paid $6,000. I don't know what you guys are going on about. I don't know about any of this. I went through your guys' website and everything for this service. So I have no idea what you guys are talking about unless you guys are busting my balls on this. But
do you think we just take the truck then and then we just call it square?
Oh my god.
If you pay for the tow truck, we'll pay to keep the truck.
First off, if it truly did fall off the lift, I'd like a photo of it. And then
bad.
I can make some.
You don't want to.
I can make some. No, I want to see it.
It's bad.
No, I want to see it. And then I will.
We don't
make
feel.
some,
We don't feel comfortable showing photos inside of our shop.
Maybe we can trade the stock wheels. Like the aftermarket wheels, like that could be part of the payment.
aftermarket wheels. Those are literally the wheels I got from the dealership.
No, the aftermarket wheels in your TikToks.
I don't have those.
You sold them?
Sold them.
Hey Jake, this is CJ. I'm just fucking with you.
I was gonna fucking say. Oh my god, dude. Dude, I was gonna say, I'm like, oh my god, dude.
I think the most concerning part is that Jake didn't notice that it was his brother and cousin on the phone.
Well, no, because I'm like, there was a moment I'm like, dude, this dude sounds kind of familiar. Hold on a minute. But I didn't put two and two together.
Oh, you were bummed. Your Saturday was ruined.
Yeah, sorry about that, Jake.
No, because, yeah, go for it.
So you still don't have your truck back, huh?
No, I'm literally picking up this next weekend. Like
you've been saying that for months, buddy. You've been saying that for months.
No,
how long
like
have they had it? 7 months now? 8?
6, but no,
Just
this
6.
is the actual projected date of it being done. Like,
All right.
We're going and picking it up.
Okay, well, hopefully it's done.
And how many times have they said it's going to be done this next week?
Oh my god!
Hey, I'm just worried about you.
Yeah, no, this is official. It's an actual. I've been getting photos of it and everything. It's actually getting done. But no, and with that news, and I'm like, no, dude, you're fucking real.
Sorry, Jake. Didn't mean to do that to you.
Good.
Also, your truck is cool. I was just busting your balls.
No, it's all good.
Sorry
I was
about
just like,
that.
with all that was going on, I'm like, dude, this can't be real.
You handled it pretty well. I can't believe you were like, oh, get a tow truck. And he's like, you got to get this thing out of the shop.
Yeah, no, I'm like, oh, well, I'll figure something out.
All right, bro. Well, sorry about that.
But, no, you're good.
Yeah, good luck with
You're
everything.
All right. Yeah, you're on the podcast, so it was on the podcast. Yeah, super funny.
I'll have to definitely check this one out then.
Yeah. All right, later, bro.
Sweet.
Not the other one.
Later.
That was good. That was a good one.
Dude, the way he was
That was great.
the way he was gonna pick up everything on a mid Saturday and drive 8 hours
Yeah,
to go
he's
get
like,
his
all right.
totaled truck.
He's like, I can't
I'll see
believe
what I
that he
can
wasn't
do.
like,
No,
it's
F
not my
you.
fucking job
Yeah.
to get it out of here. Like,
Yeah.
he was just like, oh, okay,
All
well,
right.
I guess I'll call a tow truck.
And that's why you don't let shitty shops take advantage of you folks.
Yeah, definitely don't pay
I feel
in
like
full
that's like
either.
a real thing, too.
It happens all the time.
That would be like a real conversation with just like a shitty, shady shop.
Yeah, it would be.
Like,
Just
hey,
playing dumb.
man, yeah, your car fell off. It was because of the wheels that were on it. We're not liable, and also you paid in full, and yeah, we're not giving you any money
Also,
back.
there's shitty contractors that'll do the same thing.
I just can't believe you actually paid in full for that ahead of time.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. But anyways, hopefully he gets it back, because if he doesn't, then honestly, I'm down to help him out and just go down there with him, and maybe we'll bring the camera with and fucking
Throw some
I
punches.
mean, they've
Yeah.
had that shit for 6
That's
months.
to
pull
put
up
a
on,
turbo on.
who is it, Andrew?
Crazy.
Andrew?
And he paid in
Andrew
full.
said that he'd worked on his Nissan. We should never trust a man that owns a Nissan.
Nissan.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah,
should we
maybe that.
call up Carolyn, dude?
Yeah, should we call up your mom?
I'm going to get her off the phone for 4 hours.
She yaps her way through the rest of
Do
it.
you think she would recognize your voice, Ken? or-
100% she would recognize it.
I'll call her.
Hi, is this Carolyn?
We're here with the Liberal Dog Association of
Yes.
America.
Yes.
Yeah.
Call her.
We had on your list that a family member of yours was part of the liberal.
Voted for Biden.
Yeah, just say like the liberal.
Dog.
Like, yeah, just say like a family member of yours, Bailey. So for backstory,
Yeah.
Bailey is Ken's family dog, and one time he came over and he was wearing a little blue vest, and Ken's mom, who is a Republican, was
Through
like
and through.
constantly talking about Republican. I go, well, how do you feel about Bailey? Well, what do you mean? Well, isn't he a Democrat? He's wearing a blue vest right now, and like that's kind of our joke now. And it'd be funny if she thinks we put him on a list.
Yeah, I
She's
love
going to
it.
be so pissed.
I've never seen Angry Carolyn.
All right, you guys ready?
You got it, Mike?
Yeah.
The Liberal Dog Association.
I don't
like
know
that.
which mic.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Jeez.
Oh,
Must have got that from you, Ken.
That was weird. Maybe.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person
Well, in that case,
She's
we
got her
gotta
phone-
revisit that one.
She's got her phone set up like Ken's.
Yeah.
You don't have the
think
save number.
I might have helped her do that.
Oh.
Now that I think
Well, all right. So Sydney entered our cat Franklin into America's favorite pet competition, and I'm like, okay, cool. He's in a competition, and then she's like, yeah, if he wins, he gets $10,000.
That's insane.
Frank does?
Yeah.
It's a lot of kitty.
Yeah, we'll have to
kitten
set
net.
him up a bank
cat
account or
food.
something. But I'm like, geez, $10,000.
And why? Why does he get $10,000?
Because it's like a donation based. The whole thing is essentially a charity run, so it's like I'm sure they
So
make
it's
way
just a
more.
Massive
Yeah.
scam.
Sure.
Because people are buying the you get one free vote, but
Per
if
day.
you want, you can buy as many as you
Many
want.
votes.
Right.
So how many votes have you bought personally?
I buy them when they're 2x, so I bought 120 votes for about $60.
Nice.
And where's your cat at on the ranking?
So he just went into the semifinals. So there's approximately, to my knowledge,
It ends March 6th.
4 cats left. Or no,
Wow.
sorry, not 4, because he's in 8.
And they're all cats?
I don't know. He's in the semifinals, and he went to. I think there's 10 total cats in the semifinals in the entire U.S. At least in this, and he's number 8 right now.
Dude, it seems like a kind of a good investment if you were to just like
Drop 1,000.
put some money
like,
behind it.
especially on the 2x. So like one time every voting bracket you get a 2x time. So anyway, I was like, we should just drop the link in this podcast. You can go vote for free if you want. It'd be hilarious if this cat wins 10 grand.
Mike's cat is cutest pet in America? Is the award?
America's favorite pet.
America's favorite pet.
Yeah.
That'd be
That's
insane.
a crazy thing for it to win, and I've never even met this animal.
Right.
You never met Frank?
A dog wins and a cat wins. But anyway, I was like, it's pretty selfish of me to say put the link in the bio.
No,
but like,
we need to win.
Yeah.
No, I
Dude,
don't
you know what you should do?
What?
You should hire Dave Sherbrooke
Oh, yeah.
and have him be your campaign manager, and then
And he
he'll
knows-
just
he'll
cheat
buy
your way to
votes.
victory.
He knows
He
how to
knows
buy
all.
votes.
Yeah,
Votes.
exactly. He knows all about that.
Yeah.
That cat will win by a landslide if Dave's
Yeah.
involved.
You'll get
They
all
will
the other,
spend
you'll get all the
30
other
grand to win
animals
10.
thrown out.
So
Yeah, you would.
again, it kind of makes me wonder like how much money I guess some of these people are pumping into, or maybe there's such a thing as like Franklin doesn't even have a social media presence. So if you entered a cat that had a social media presence, they're obviously going to get a lot of votes. But here I am, like I put it on my Snapchat story for a week, and I put it on my Instagram story too, and it really helped. Like
Yeah.
he went into first, and he got first in that bracket. But how much are people paying that now?
Right. It's a balancing act.
he's
Because
ace.
just think, these other people, you could put up $9,999.
Wow.
And then you could
You'd
win
be in
and
the
get
hole.
your money back.
No, you got to probably pay taxes.
Oh,
Don't
you do?
Well, when you get
When
a
you get
money
the 10
gift,
grand, you're
yeah.
right. You're right.
Probably
But like
get
there is a
8,500.
balancing act. So in theory, you could just keep pumping to a certain point. But
Right.
if everyone else does that,
So you-
someone's gonna lose.
So you put in $5,000 when it's double entries.
I know. I was wondering that, like, just locked in. So we'll see. We'll see. If he wins, it just would be pretty nuts.
He also will be featured on the cover of Modern Cat.
You need it.
It's pretty good.
He's got to win. He's got
Gotta
to
win.
And you just got another cat.
Yeah.
So you got 2 cats.
Yeah.
Aren't you allergic, Mike?
Yeah.
Jeez.
A little bit. A little bit. It's hilarious. It's like an inside joke now. Like, I'll have a little sneeze fit and be like, I think I'm allergic to cats. Even though like I've been living with them for a long time.
That
I think when
sounds
you
terrible.
do live with them, if you're really allergic, you're not gonna get over it. But if you are a little allergic, it's somewhat of an immunity thing.
Really?
So like right
Gets
now, my
better.
immune system's a little beaten down. I'm a little sick, and I sneeze like crazy. But then on a normal daily basis, I maybe
you're
sneeze a
fine.
handful of times.
Dude, I'm so allergic to cats. Alex has a cat, and it lives with her mom because like it
Yeah, you just
straight up
couldn't do
like
it.
no way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to.
Do your cats like hang out with you? Like, are they like cuddly or like?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Yeah, but they're both boy cats, so it's like as soon as you're like enjoying their presence, and then in 5 pets, you're good, and then on the 6th pet, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna bite your hand off.
Really?
Really?
Not like that
See,
aggressive,
that's-
but
I just don't
yeah.
understand cats.
yeah,
Dude, the biggest benefit of a cat over a dog is cats don't bark.
And they also kind of take care of themselves. Like
yeah, it's
they
the whole
poop,
like leaving them
and they kind of just eat
Yeah, they
when
just
they
run
I'm gonna
want.
let
How
them out
long
of
can you
rules.
leave it?
2 days like unattended.
Won't cats eat you if you die? They
That's
wait
what I
like 2
hear.
days
I was
to
thinking
eat
about
you?
that last night,
I
laying
don't-
in bed, Ryan.
I heard they don't even wait, which I don't think.
Really? They don't even
Yeah,
wait?
I heard that it's like within hours.
What?
But
It's crazy.
How long?
I don't
What?
believe it, but I do believe they eat you like any animal would. You know, like pigs eat people.
You think a golden retriever would eat you though?
no.
I
Cat
don't
might
think a
start
golden
to
retriever
eat a
would.
deceased
Yeah, you're right.
owner's body as soon as it begins to cool.
Yeah, like that's like 4 or 5 hours.
Just no loyalty. No
So
loyalty.
that's-
when you
Most
get a cat.
most domesticated cats will not prey on their human owners due to the strong bond they share.
Oh yeah.
So they do feel that.
But if they're hungry,
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Do dogs do that, Ryan? I'm sure some.
dogs
do,
are
but
way too loyal.
I'd love to get a dog, honestly. I think it'd be fun.
Same. It just doesn't make any sense right now.
So much work that
Yeah.
goes with it, though. So
Greta's
much work.
so hot and heavy about getting a dog.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm just like, it's just not. Makes no sense.
And
not
both
fair.
of you are so busy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be just bad. And she's like, you could bring it to work with you. And I'm
No.
like, and what? Just have it follow me around all day as we go
Yeah.
from shop to filming in Fargo and
Like,
like,
it gets dirty. And
Yeah,
then
I don't
hop in
know.
the car.
Cause like if you brought a dog though, like animals don't really like they got it. Let's say they'd have to be barking all day to piss me off. Like I remember back in the day, like when I bring Luna around, like you particularly would just get pissed.
it was a terrible dog.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, like
the worst dog.
like
it would take
in
30
existence.
seconds for that dog to get on my nerves.
yeah, exactly. So like I'm saying, you could have like a bad dog, and I'd be like, I mean, it's annoying, but it's nice. It's not my problem.
You could
And
have
that's
a
as
really
far as it
good
would go.
dog, though, too. But, like, I feel like no matter what, it's a distraction, even if it's the best dog, because you're like, oh, like, he's not licking oil off the floor right now, is he? Or, like, oh, like, he's not going to, like, someone's about to do donuts. He's not going to be in the way, which some dogs know how to just take care of themselves. Like, the neighbor's dog, Waffle.
Well,
Waffles.
it's an,
He just
honestly,
walks around,
it's an outside.
he would get out of the way.
It's an outside farm dog thing. I'm not saying
Yeah,
that inside
it
dog.
has to learn to adapt. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it just would die type
Right.
of thing. Whereas, like, if it's going to be a pet inside, it kind of becomes a little too dependent.
That's what tainted me. I think it'll taint me for like kids too. I like just grew up with the outside cats, outside dogs.
Yeah,
and I'm
like they
what do
just
you
took
mean?
care
They're
of themselves. Yeah.
He just ate that squirrel whole. I'm like, yeah, he'll be fine. He just licked that dirty river water. I'm like, yeah, he'll be fine.
That's
you
what
just
they
don't
do.
let them lick you afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, vote for Mike's cat, dude.
Yeah. We'll see if we can get him America's favorite pet. More importantly,
I'd be
10K
so
though.
pumped. I'd
Yeah,
be
that'd
so
be
pumped.
crazy,
We'll
dude.
put him
That
in
would
like
actually
a little maybe a high interest savings account for half of it. And
There
then
we
the,
go.
the other 5 we'll maybe just put into like the S&P
There we
500.
go.
Yep.
And I don't
Take
know
care of
why.
future Frank.
I really am curious as to like what type of taxes that we would pay on that.
Well, you just get 1099.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Or-
you'd pay probably what?
I would put it on a Sydney's income. Would that make more sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
All right. Love you, Gav. Sorry to be
Yeah.
STD.
Love you,
pranking
Jake.
Yeah,
Sorry
dude.
about
Yeah, we kinda went
trolling
after
you.
the homies there.
So funny though. You guys did great. Subscribe, guys. We got new podcasts every
The Raptor R
Tuesday.
giveaway.
We have a Raptor R giveaway that's live right now. You guys can get entered by just going to CboysTV.com. Every $5 you spend gets
Yeah.
you one entry.
Tons of good stuff on the site.
Tons of stuff. Go check it out. Get entered. And we'll see you guys next week.
Also follow us on Instagram. So if you have a friend that you want to get pranked in the future, maybe we'll get in contact.
And
Thank
if you want to see more of what we do, we're super active on Snapchat, so don't forget that too.
And here's an ad.
All right, let's keep it going.